pesos. Mexican, dame pesos. Hit your sus on replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man. Got him hot, ayy. Man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause I like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about
Okay.
it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got...
Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Play action. Now Jackson. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. John Ross, 72 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Point after, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Mike, 315.
Mike. He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third-year back from Florida State. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
The throw complete here to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Cook running right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
58 for Mike.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Jerome Baker in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Here's a give to Barkley. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Pass slip, there he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 50 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Well, on that long touchdown, look, the pass was fine, but it was short. What Saquon did after the catch, that's impressive.
And that's just demoralizing if you're on the defensive side of the ball, too, because if he catches a short one, that's your opportunity to tackle him, put him on the ground, and get up for the next down. Instead, he makes a move, he makes people miss, he runs through tackles, he spins, he jukes, and he continues to run, because once he gets into the open field and turns it loose, he can fly.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take the...
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Montez Sweat brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Throwing is Wilson. There's the first NFL grab for Andy Isabella. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Here's Wilson to throw, and that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Jackson, options out left. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They go play action with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deshaun Hand able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
All day. Check 13. Check 13. Hey, alert. Hey, alert. He's crashing. He's checking.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. The backup Stidham, his first throw. Finds the former Northwestern Wildcat, Austin Carr. It's a pickup. 17 and a first down.
Yards. That's good for a Packers first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, watch the slant.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Chiefs' 45-yard line.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Shoot. Alert.
Now it's Wilson. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Down, 50, plant. Watch the curl,
They'll go back to Henderson on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tyus Bowser able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. After the sack on first down, Jones, and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. By the way, as we expected, most of the starting units out here in the second quarter, so get your 2 deep, your 3 deep, your 4 deep ready for this one.
If you have a particular favorite who wasn't a high draft pick or is an undrafted free agent trying to make the team, this is the time to watch him play and give it his best shot, because most of the starters, you're exactly right, they'll be out of the game watching the rest of the way.
They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now this one complete downfield on the left side. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Set the turn, defense, let's go. 36 power. 58, come on.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. No problem there on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
60 outlaw.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Jones. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 61 yards. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. The extra point up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Push him back. Push him back.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go, G.
Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Tempo.
Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Cook. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
That ball complete to Isabella. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On the set.
57 to Mike. Drop deep.
Ready. Shoot.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing, Jones. Throw left side, complete to Ross. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Barkley. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson, option right. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Come on, set. 60 out low. 54. Mike, 54. It's been a long day for you.
He may try and run for this. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Mike, 58, right there. Watch the run.
On 1st down, Wilson. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
That's another Packers first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
To try again after the sack. Wilson. Touchdown, Packers. DJ Chark, 47 yards. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator. 4. Ricky.
They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
70, Indy. We own them. Hey, orbit. Lee Griffin.
Again, it's Henderson. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
Here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hard. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Pilot, 64, weak. You got time.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
2nd down, it's Henderson. They'll get their receiver involved here. It's Brown. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Ready.
Back to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete. Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, I think, what'd you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here, at the end of week 3, or game 3, you would cut the roster down to 75 and play game 4 just like that. In this case now, though, they're going to be able to keep guys all the way through. So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason, they'll get that chance now and get more opportunities to get on tape.
So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive.
He's not going to get me.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Marcus Davenport able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Alert, 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 alert.
Wilson. Caught left side, Williams. A gain there of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
58 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now Wilson on first down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And now it's second down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
I think this is a free play for Wilson. And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped.
They cannot hold us down. We're going to keep getting sacks.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Pick it up.
Wilson will throw again. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tyrell Williams, 37 yards. And the Packers get a score closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's their own 25-yard line.
Set up. 10 logo. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Check.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff, Henderson, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Bravo. Hey, I'm coming. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Double dog. That's the way to go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Jones to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
At their own 19-yard line.
Mike, 58, right there. Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag,
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a give running right. It's Cook. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The throw complete here to Williams, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Escaping the pressure right. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. It gets intercepted.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, let go. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. That's right, man, let's go.
Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he'll be out right at the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Ready, ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Get ready, get ready.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henderson. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go. 90, Wolf. 54. 6-man. Check girls. Let's go. Ready, ready.
Now Jones operating from the gun. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
What? 380. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I'm coming.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And Oliver in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Montez Sweat, and the Chiefs are likely going to win the football game. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Set. 18 Gator.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere, the most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
20 yard dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they